Hi guys, are you a sports company that you're maybe stagnant at the moment and you're looking to go to the next levels and you need help? Or maybe you're about to start your own sports business and you're not too sure what to do next? If that's you, you've definitely come to the right place. Now before I explain who I am and what I've achieved in sports and why I've teamed up with Digisportsguru, first of all I want to explain a few mistakes people make in the sports coaching business. Now I've been doing this for over nearly 20 years now. And I've made a lot of these mistakes I'm about to explain right now. The first mistake a lot of sports coaching companies do and sports business companies do is they employ staff. As I say, so the problem when you employ staff is that you've got the overheads, obviously whether it's an office or a warehouse, you've got obviously the staff wages and you've got all the politics, to be honest with you, that comes with hiring staff. One of the things that I wanted to do when I started my sports business is I didn't want any staff whatsoever, and thankfully I found Digisportsguru very early on in my sport and entrepreneur career, and what that allowed me to do is to have access to 50 experts that I only had to pay when I needed their services. And these guys are top of the field in everything they do. They've been very honest and above board with all the information they've given me, which I'll explain in a moment. But as I say, just having access to a team of over 50 experts without having the headache of employing these guys has took me to levels that I could only ever dream of. And these guys can do exactly the same for your sports business like they did for mine. So that's the mistake number one is, sports coaching businesses, they make the mistake too quick to employ staff, and they have massive overheads, and that means it's very difficult for them to compete in their market. Also as well, another mistake sports companies make, and I've made this mistake many times as well, is that they go to the wrong people. Now again, if you want a website building, you go to a website designer, or you go to these companies that help you build your SEO, help you with your social media. But the problem is with these companies, all they want to do is just extract money from you all the time. And what was happening to me, and I'm sure it's happening to you guys as well, is they would contact me as soon as I gave them some money for one of their products or services. It's like, hey, this is what you need next, you've got to do SEO. And again, I'd heard of SEO, I heard it was important, but I didn't understand obviously how SEO works. So that gave these guys the right to take nearly £5,000 off me at the time, which is like $7,500, because again I just listened to what these guys were saying. Hey, you need SEO. And then once they took the money off me for SEO, they're like, hey, you now need this app for your website. So then I paid them like another few thousand, and then once they had that, hey, you need this and you need this, and before I knew what was happening, I paid out like £15,000, like $20,000. And this never moved my business forward, because all I was doing was spending money on a lot of the services that I didn't need, or I didn't need at the stage in a business, because I was only just growing. And then thankfully I found Digisportsguru, and then what these guys were completely unique. First of all, the way they do the payment plan is fantastic. Again, there'll probably be somewhere on the page how they do it, but I'll briefly explain how they do it at the end of this video. But also what I found was a breath of fresh air. I was approaching them saying, hey, I need to do, the SEO's changed, I need to do SEO. And they were saying, look, calm down, Ray, you don't need to do SEO at the moment. Have you done your flyers? Have you done your basics? Have you got business cards? I was like, no. Well, focus on that then. So they would get me to focus on, as I was building my business step by step, they were taking me each step, they'll just get this now. And they could have took thousands of dollars off me or pounds, and they never, sometimes they'd only taking a couple of £100 off me, a couple of $100. And it was actually some months when I was saying, listen, I'm not doing anything with you this month. What do we need to do? What do we need to do? And it's like, look, you don't have to do anything with us at the moment. You've got everything in place. Look, just go and promote what you've got in place now for the next 6 to 8 weeks. And when you get to that stage, then you can come back to us and we'll take you. So they've helped me every step of the way, which is really unique, as I say. So even though I was like saying, here's my money, they were like, look, we don't need your money at this moment because you need to do this first, right? And obviously that was over the years, they've helped me obviously, build my business to the stage now where I'm exceptionally comfortable and confident in what I do. And my business now is, as I say, so my name's Ray Newland. I'm the founder of an organisation called Just for Keepers, which is based in soccer. It's the leading and largest goalkeeping schools in the world. I've also brought out my own product, which is one of the leading products in my sports niche. And I've also, so it's safe to know I've been doing this successfully now for nearly 2 decades. So it's safe to say that I really know what I'm talking about now, thanks to the help of Digisportsguru over the years. But also as well, I've helped different sports coaches, and then I've helped different sports entrepreneurs in different sports niches. I've helped people in sports businesses. I've helped martial artists. I've helped tennis coaches, golf people in golf business. I've helped people build six-figure and sometimes also one at a seven-figure e-commerce business, because I also help sports companies build their sports e-commerce business as well. So it's not just in soccer that I mentor people. I've helped different people, different sports entrepreneurs in many different sports niches as well. So as I say, but all this was all thanks to Digisportsguru, because one of the fantastic things for me was having a team of, as I say, over 50 experts that I could just literally contact any time and say, right, I need A, B and C doing, and it was done. And I only paid them for when I needed for them to do the job. I didn't have to employ employees with the greatest respect, as I say, so I never had that burden of having a big expense, so that allowed me to comfortably compete in my market. So the reason why I'm giving Digisports my recommendation as well is because they've actually now asked me to join their team as part of their mentorship, and as far as I'm aware, we're the first organisation to actually not only provide all the website and the SEO, all the social media that every sports company needs. We're now going to offer mentorship at the side of that through obviously my experiences and my contacts. And as far as we're aware, no other organisation or website does this. Yes, they'll sell you SEO, they'll tell you, hey, we can do our social media, but all they'll do is they'll take the money from you. They actually don't mentor you to make sure that you're doing the right thing, and that's what we're going to do at Digisportsguru, and that's where my expertise comes in. And as I say, Digisportsguru wouldn't bring me in if they didn't think I knew what I was doing, because they don't really need me, to be honest with you. And I also don't need Digisportsguru, I'll be honest with you. So there's no way I would team up with an organisation that, I didn't think could do the right things for the people that I'm going to recommend. So I think it's a really, really good, a good fit. It's a good team, and we're going to help a lot of sports businesses go on to the next levels as well. So what I'm going to be bringing is the mentorship. So any package that you take with Digisportsguru, you actually get my mentorship completely free of charge. You'll get access to the private Facebook page from Digisportsguru, where I go on a weekly basis, and I'll come on and I'll speak about the in things and the things that you should be doing in your sports coaching business to take it to the next levels. And then obviously there's different levels of mentorship that you can get as well. Also as well, if you don't want any products or services from Digisportsguru, but you'd like to obviously know my experiences and how I took my business across 30 countries, we also do several programs as well. So one program is how to build a six-figure income in your own sports coaching business. There's over 80 videos, there's over 60 videos, there will be over 80 videos, and I take you through step by step how I built my business to an international level, how I built my business from a local goalkeeping classes to over 30 countries, and actually coaching over 10,000 goalkeepers every single week. Now, it doesn't matter if you're a tennis coach, a basketball coach, an outfielder soccer coach, a rugby coach, the principles that I teach in this training program, you can put it into any sport whatsoever. So that's one training program you can actually get from Digisportsgurus. Also as well, if you want to know how to build an e-commerce sports business, I've got a program there that teaches you how to develop over $500,000 per year sports e-commerce business. And a lot of the students that I teach actually make a lot more income than $500,000 a year as well. So again, you'll find maybe the programs below or somewhere on this website. And again, they will really, really help. And again, if you decide to get one of those programs, again, you get me to personally mentor you as well. Again, I do bi-weekly Facebook group chats. So all my students who I'm helping all over the world, we get on and we all bounce off each other, and we all help each other to become even greater success. Now I'm going to finish off with just a few more minutes now, as I say. So as I say, Digisportsguru has helped me take my business from a local area to national to over 30 countries, to the biggest sports coaching business in my sector. And I really do believe that they can help any sports coaching organisation or sports business do exactly what I've done, because they've done it for me, they've done it for other organisations. And also with me coming in and offering my expertise and mentorship as well, I honestly believe anyone that gets involved with Digisportsguru, you've got no excuse to fail, seriously, because you've got everything. You've got a team of over 50 experts that can help you with everything you need. Then you've got someone like myself and the team at Digisportsguru that will also hold you by the hand to make sure that you're going in the right direction. Seriously, the only way you will fail if you get involved with Digisportsguru if you don't listen to our advice. Seriously, because we can give you the advice to succeed. Now, just very quickly again, because I'm sure Digisportsguru will explain somewhere on their website, how they do their packages is really, really unique. Instead of saying, hey, we'll do the SEO for you and we want X amount of money, they do it in blocks of time. And again, I don't know off the top of my head. I know when I did it, it started off at $50 per week, and I was getting for $50 per week. I think I was getting 5 or 7 or 10 hours worth of their time. I forgot exactly what it is now, so don't quote me on that. And it was like, it was like $50 a week, $75 a week, and I went up in increments. I started off with $50 per week, and the beauty about this, and this is completely unique in this market, is you can change your mind. So what I mean by that is, if you go to another organisation and say, hey, listen, can you help me with my website? And they might say, yeah, we want £1,000 or $1,000, and you're paying them that money, and then something else pops up. You might need flyers or business cards in an emergency. You can say, hey, I need flyers and business cards. They'll say, hey, yeah, we want another X amount of money. The beauty about Digisportsguru is once you've got your weekly packages with them, and you say, hey, listen, can you work on my social media, for example, for this week? They go, yeah, sure, not a problem. They will work on what you need to be doing for this week. If something happens where you need to change something immediately, you can actually contact them and say, listen, can you just postpone my social media for now? I need flyers and business cards for this event that I'm doing at the weekends. So what will happen is they'll stop doing whatever they were doing, and then they will go on to whatever you need doing in an emergency. And again, and that's part of your package, what you get from them. Completely unique how it's done. Amazing how it's done, and I can't tell you how much it's helped me build my business and how it can help build your business. Because as I say, you know that you're paying for that set fee, you know that you've got X amount of hours that week, and then you can ask them to do anything that you want in that week. You can swap and change your mind. You can say, hey, listen, if you're doing, as I say, if you ask them to do social media, for example, and then you've got to do flyers, and then something else pops up, you can change your mind 4 or 5 times in that week, hey, and they're completely happy with that as well, because they've got the team in place. And also what happens then is once you've done what you've needed to do in an emergency, they'll just go back to what you've originally asked them to do. So it's an absolute amazing way how to do it. I can't understand why other organisations don't do it. It's very, very fair how it's done, and they also monitor their time as well. Now, also as well, as I say, so at the end of each week, they'll say, hey, listen, this is what we've done, and this is the hours as well. And the beauty about them as well, if they've done something, and let's say you've asked them to do 10 hours worth of work, and they've only done 8 hours for that week, what they'll do is they say, hey, listen, we've only done 8 hours this week because we managed to do it faster, and then that can be carried on for the following week. They're very, very fair with what they do. I can't recommend them enough, because that's one of the things that I actually said to them, is that, look, I said, if I'm going to be coming into this and obviously bringing my contacts in and bringing my mentorship and my services in, look, I know that you're genuine, trustable guys, but just please make sure that the only thing that I ask is, you continue to make sure that when someone purchases a package from yourself, you're crystal clear in, whatever package that they use, you give them a breakdown every single week so they know exactly what they've paid for. It's something that they do anyway, but it's something that, as I say, if I'm bringing in people that I know, I just want to make sure, obviously, because it's my name on the line, okay, as well. But as I say, these guys are very trustable, above board, so you know exactly what you're paying for. And as I say, if they do something for you a bit quicker, they won't try and stretch it out and go, oh yeah, it took us 10 hours. If it took them only 5 hours, they'll tell you, hey, it's all done. Hey, it only took us 5 hours. You've still got 5 hours left this week, or do you want to carry it on for next week? They're incredibly fair. But as I say, if you're a sports coaching company or a sports coach or a coaching sports business, and you want to have the power of having 50 experts, honestly, at your beck and call, that you only need to pay when obviously you need them to pay, I cannot recommend them enough. Even if you get involved and use their services and you don't use me, okay, you don't need my mentorship, I won't be offended, okay. I strongly recommend you still get involved with Digisportsguru. You use their services, because honestly, if they can do for you only half what they've done for you, what they've done for me, your businesses will grow. Seriously, they'll help you grow your business through the stratosphere, okay? Yeah. So I hope this video helps. Again, any questions, contact Digisportsguru. There'll be these two emails for Digisportsguru. There'll be an email for the technical side of things, obviously, you know, your website, your social media. That's something that the Digisportsguru gets involved with, not me. If you want some help and advice regarding obviously the mentorship, how to build your business, that's where I come in. Obviously on the planning side of things, again, there'll be an email for me as well. So drop me an email. Again, I say, you know, even if you don't take one of their packages on, you're still more than welcome to email me. Okay, as I say, if I can help you, I will. Okay, but whether or not you use my services or not, as I keep saying, I won't be offended, but I cannot recommend enough, seriously. If you want to build a massive business without the headache of having overheads and staff, you've got to go with Digisportsguru. Be the best decision you'll ever make, okay? All the best. Have a good day or good night, whatever.